The farmer who built a library, Li Jingwei, planting seeds of knowledge in the fields of poverty. In a poor village tucked away in Henan province, where dusty roads weave through endless farmland, lived Li Jingwei, a humble farmer with rough hands and a quiet mind. He spent his days growing corn, tending pigs, and raising 2 children, and his nights reading books by the glow of a single bulb. Li Jingwei only had a primary school education, but he never stopped reading. Books were his windows to the world, to science, history, poetry, and places he'd never see. But one day, as he watched village children kicking stones in the dirt with nothing to do after school, he saw something that shook him. They had no books. Not one, no library, no bookstore, not even a shelf in the school. He remembered how reading had changed his life. So at the age of 40, with no money and no formal training, he made a decision that villagers' first thought was absurd. He would build a library by himself, 1 brick at a time. He started by clearing a storage shed next to his fields and stacking donated books on wooden crates. He sold 2 pigs to buy shelves. He biked to nearby towns and asked schools and officials for used books, carrying them home in baskets tied to his handlebars. Neighbors laughed. "You're a farmer, not a scholar," they said. But Li smiled and kept going. "The land feeds the body," he said, "but books feed the mind." Soon, children began to wander in. Then parents, then grandparents. A community transformed. Over time, Li Jingwei's collection grew to over 10,000 books, from picture books to encyclopedias, novels to newspapers. He taught kids how to borrow and return, how to care for books, and how to love reading. He even organized free weekend reading sessions where he'd read aloud to a room packed with curious minds sitting on straw mats. His library was unheated, his funding non-existent, and his body often aching from the fields. But he said this was the most meaningful work he had ever done. From farmer to lifelong educator, word spread. Journalists visited. Donations came in. Eventually, with the help of NGOs and a few inspired volunteers, Li Jingwei was able to renovate and expand the library, turning it into a true learning center for the entire village. Still, he insists he is not a hero. "I'm just a farmer who didn't want the next generation to grow up without dreams." Legacy. In every page today, Li's rural library continues to serve hundreds of children and adults alike. Some of his early readers have gone on to high school and even university, often the first in their families to do so. Because one man with no title or money believed that books should be as common as seeds in every home. And so, in a field where only crops once grew, Li Jingwei planted a library and a future.